Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? Do you desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Pivot to Go Global, a scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order a 33% discount, call 080 912 44449.
There is a challenge. For many businesses today that want to go global. They are faced with numerous problems that hinder them from being able to go abroad the way they wanted. In fact, some of them are tempted, but they fail. Why? Because of high of doing business abroad, high cost of doing business abroad, because of the risk of compliance to the regulation abroad, because of cultural barrier, because of language barrier, because of challenge of handling logistics and distribution, because of challenge of currency fluctuation, and in some cases, because of the challenge of credit. To be able to overcome those challenges that every business that go abroad face as they attempt to go abroad with their business, you need to build a solid foundation for the business. In building a solid foundation for the business, there are criteria that are necessary for the business to be deemed ready. So if you face challenges in export business and you're unable to surmount those challenges, it's a sign that your business is not ready to go global. So what this book is going to do for you is to open your eyes to those things you need to do to be deemed ready to take your business to go global. To be deemed ready to take your business to go global. The reason why many people drop out is because they are not ready. Build to go global is designed to give to you a template based on many years of experience and research. A template that if you can diligently follow through, you are almost 100% guaranteed to go global in a successful and sustainable manner. And I use the word almost because of sometimes circumstance beyond human control in the case of COVID. But given all things being equal, you are 110% guaranteed to be able to go global with your product. So what are you still waiting for? You're thinking of going global with your product? Or you're thinking of advising someone to go global with his product? Or you're looking at just understanding what exactly will it require for me to go global with my product in future? Maybe when you want to retire from your job, then grab a copy of this book, Build to Go Global. Thank you very much. I'm here today to talk to you on Build to Go Global. And today I'm talking about the reason why your business has to go global. What are the profits or benefits that accrue to a business that sell abroad? Because the book Build to Go Global becomes useful to you when you already know that, look, it's better for me, it's wiser for me, it's good for me to actually sell my product abroad. But for you to consider selling your product abroad, first of all, many will want to know what exactly are the benefits of selling my product abroad. One of the benefits is new markets. Export of your good, expose your business to new market opportunities. There are opportunities abroad for your product you never even knew existed. That when you begin to consider export, those opportunities become obvious to you. You can then take advantage of those new market opportunities you never even knew existed in the first place. So are you thinking of going abroad to take advantage of new opportunities in export business? Do you want to take your product to Europe, to America, to Asia, to different parts of the world? If this is your intention and you're thinking of what are the foundational issues that I need to take care of before I even consider this business, before you read any technical book on export, the book become more competitive. But that helps you to become competitive at home, not just competitive abroad. If you're manufacturing business, for example, import raw material using foreign exchange and operate in a market where foreign exchange is tough, the fact that he goes abroad will make him, the fact that he has to import his raw material and he needs foreign exchange will make such a business to consider export and to export in a successful and sustainable manner. If you know someone who had issues in the past in the export business and they are finding answer to how do I do it and minimize my risk again, do to go global is the way to go. Another reason why you might want to export is because of government incentive. In many countries, including Nigeria, government incentive is amazing for export. From tax holiday you're given, not even paying back, no payment of export duty. Government is even giving you incentive to export by making funds available to support your business in the form of a grant. These are all government's encouragement initiatives to be able to help your business to survive in the export market. So you want to enjoy the government incentive to businesses, then consider due to go global. Sometimes your product might have become obsolete in the local market. Nobody wants it again. But guess what? The market out there don't even know your product exists. So you can extend the life cycle of your product by going into a new market, a different market where you operate. And to be able to successfully go into a new market, I would strongly recommend build to go global. You're thinking of going abroad and looking for basic factors or criteria that confirm your readiness, build to go global is the way to go. Grab your copy now. All right, thank you very much. Here is the book, Build to Go Global. If you are yet to get your copy, grab your copy now. If you're also joining us for the first time and you want to have this new series we are starting today, you know we are starting a new series today, and that's exploring the potential of export in different states in Nigeria. So for the next 38 weeks, we are going to be looking at, we have 2 introductions. It will be about 39 to 40 weeks actually, because we'll do conclusion afterwards. Almost 40 weeks. For the next 40 weeks, we'll be looking at Nigeria. And I'll go from state to state, and basically starting from Abia and rounding off with Zamfara. It's going to be an interesting journey for all of us. Nigeria, you know, and I'm happy that this is happening at a time when election is around the corner. Maybe this will help us to be able to ask some of our leaders or politicians or those that want to take office to answer some very important questions about their state. How do you intend to create jobs? How do you intend to generate income? How do you intend to increase opportunity within the state? A number of state governors sincerely don't have a clue on how to go about this. And those that attempt to do it, personal interest is not allowing those opportunities to grow. So if you want to have access to the YouTube, to the videos of this particular episode, starting from today till, for the next 40 weeks, that's technically till next year, very effectively till next year, because we have just about 8 months to the end of the year. 8 months will be about 32 weeks. So 32, 33 weeks, that means we will definitely extend this into first month of the new year. I'm excited about this. It's going to be an interesting session. So if you are yet to join our Telegram channel, you can join our Telegram channel. It's the Nigerian African Export Business Platform. African Export Business Platform. YouTube channel is Voice of African Trade. On the channel, you can get to have access to the video, to the link for every edition. On the Telegram channel, you can have access to the link of every edition, but on the YouTube, you can have access to the previous video. You can have access to the previous video. In this edition, we'll be looking at all the states in Nigeria, but today we're looking at introduction. So we tend to move from Abia, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, Ekiti, Enugu, Gombe, Imo, Jigawa, Kano, Kaduna, Katsina, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Lagos, Nasarawa, Niger, Ondo, Oshu, Oyo, Plateau, Rivers, Sokoto, Taraba, Yobe, and Zamfara State. And the first question I'll be asking today is, what do you see in Nigeria today? And for the next 40 weeks, I'll be asking this question every week. What do you see in Nigeria today? There's something the foreigner are seeing in Nigeria that is making them to want to come to Nigeria. As a matter of fact, why foreigners are trying to be Nigerian citizens. Why foreigners are trying to be Nigerian citizens. Many Nigerians want to renounce their citizenship, and understandably so. But you know what we see in Nigeria, the time what we get from this country? Foreigners seize opportunity in Nigeria. And truly, the reason why I think they could see the opportunities because they think in terms of international trade. A number of them come here bringing stuff in import, or taking stuff out in export. Most of them, apart from those that come into maybe as expatriates to come and work in organization, but most of them, in fact, I understand some Chinese, when they come into Nigeria, they don't go back. When they finish the contract they came for, they have seen too much opportunity for them to go back to their country. So they want, most of the time, they begin to export raw materials. They're able to raise money in their country and export raw materials. So what do you see in Nigeria today? Do you see challenges with unemployment? And I'm not disputing the fact that unemployment is not in Nigeria. Unemployment is reality. But is that the only thing you see in Nigeria? Do you see poverty? Is that the only thing you see in Nigeria? Do you see frustration And this is real. But is that the only thing you see in Nigeria? Why don't you begin to see opportunities in farming, a huge opportunities in mining, and a great opportunities in the population of this great country? The fact that we don't have very competent and courageous leader to lead Nigeria does not mean the country is not great. It's challenging, no doubt. I mean, you don't want to see the kind of frustration I have. I experienced one last week in Abuja, where you see personal interest going beyond national interest, and it was clear. So I experienced it, and we all experience it in this country. But you know what? In spite of those challenges, I still strongly believe that we can take advantage of the opportunities available in this country. Look at this piece I saw on the platform, and I will read this piece every week. You know, in this series, I'm going to repeat some part of this presentation every week. And why am I repeating some of those aspects of presentation every week? Is to first of all remind ourselves of where we are, to be able to know where we ought to be going. To be able to know where we ought to be going. We shouldn't be surprised that dollar is now 570 or 580 or 590 or even 600. We're far productive in 1980 than we have today. In 1980, the key metrics are as follows. We are a net exporter of refined petroleum products. Today, we import all our refined petroleum products. We ride in locally assembled cars, buses, truck, Pojo cars in Kaduna, Volkswagen in Lagos, Leyland in Ibadan, Namco in Enugu. We produce our buses and trucks. Steer was one that produced agricultural tractor in Bauchi. And it's not just assembly. We're producing many of the components. Bono Products in Lagos produce the seat. Exile in Ibadan produce the battery, not just for Nigeria, but for the entire West Africa. Isoglass and TSG in Ibadan produce the windshield. Ferrodo in Ibadan produce the brake pad and disc. I remember this brake pad and disc very well. Because my dad buy it for his car. Very, very well. Tire produced by Dunlop in Lagos. Michelin in Port Harcourt. And I mean tire produced from rubber plantation from River State. We're listening to radio and watching TV set assembled by Sanyo in Ibadan. We're using refrigerator, freezer, air conditioner produced by Tamoku. We're wearing clothes produced from UNTL Textile Mill in Kaduna and Chelaram in Lagos. By the way, not from imported cotton, but from cotton grown in Nigeria. Our water were running tight pipes produced by Quarry Pipe in Kano from iron ore mine in Nigeria. Our toilet were fitted with WC produced in Kano and Abeokuta. We're putting in LPG gas stored in gas cylinder produced by NJC factory in Ibadan, Nigerian gas company. Our electricity were flowing through cables produced by Nigeria Wire and Cable, Ibadan and Carbon Metal in Lagos and Port Harcourt. We had Bata and Leonard. I remember Bata and Leonard again very well. Producing shoes we're wearing, not from imported leather, from locally tanned leather in Kaduna, not from imported leather, but from locally tanned leather in Kaduna. Interesting, right? Look at another one. We're flying Nigerian Airways mainly to many places in the world. Nigerian Airways was the biggest in Africa at that time. Nigeria Airways is not even existent today. South African Airways, Ethiopia Airlines have taken over of that in Africa. Most of the food we eat were grown in Nigeria.
we were producing much more in 1980. Today, we import almost everything. The allied is sort of terrible foreign exchange they are experiencing today. And everybody on this platform has a critical role to play in reversing this trend. It's not enough for us to complain about the exchange rate or bring out what others are not doing or failing to do. The quick question is, what are you planning to produce? What are you planning to produce? What are you planning to produce? These are very critical and important questions we all need to answer if at all we are going to go anywhere. And this is so important. So, why Nigerian states? Why Nigerian state must export and support exporters? Nigerian state must export and support exporters because through export, we can avoid over-dependence on federal allocation. Through export, they can boost their GDP. Through export, they can create employment for SME to grow. Through export, dependence of the business on domestic market will be reduced. Through export, they can earn proceeds and grow revenue for the state. And at the end of every session, starting from Abia 2 weeks' time, I'm going to demonstrate with figures how Nigerian state can make money by exporting itself. How Abia state, how Adamawa, how Nigerian state can make money, create jobs, at the same time generate income by exporting itself. And by the way, what I will be discussing is not new, not necessarily my idea. It's just rethinking the way we currently make money from oil and transferring that to other non-oil export sector. I'm basically saying I'm not suggesting anything new at all. I'm basically saying we should just work with what we already have. What we already have, what we're already doing. Through export, farming and rural life become more lucrative. Export help us to gain global market share and recognition. Export make Nigeria home of creativity and innovation. Because of competition abroad, you are forced to be creative. Have you seen Nigerian product lately? Have you seen the way we now package our product? One of the reasons was because ShopRite forced a lot of Nigerian businesses to be more creative by not accepting their product and importing what we can produce from Nigeria from South Africa. And that brought out our creativity. Trust Nigeria, trust Nigeria, trust Nigerians. That brought out our creativity, you know. And today the story has changed. You see some product in Nigeria, you really sometimes will not believe this is from Nigeria. Why? Creativity, innovation. Because of competition. Industrialization catalyst for state. I hold the view strongly that export is an industrialization catalyst for Nigerian state. It can help in creation of jobs for youth. It helps Nigerian state to know their value, to know the value of what they have. It helps Nigerian state to know the value of what they have and what we can do with what we have. It can make us to lead the way for other states to follow, make the state to be independent of federal government, and that's the whole goal. The goal of this presentation is actually one of the goals of this presentation of this series is actually to demonstrate that Nigerian state, and I will show you with facts and figures based on export. And we're going to compare the result in each of the states, the result of the analysis to the IGR. You now realize the export is more than their IGR. In some cases, it's even more than the federal allocation they are getting. That if they can just look at and export what they have, if they can boost and increase production locally. You know, sometimes politicians make us think that being a leader is difficult, is tough, it's not easy, so there's no money. But you see, I have about 10 SUVs following them whenever they are driving. How can you say there's no money and you have 10 SUVs following you? I don't understand. There's no money. We are maintaining 8, 9 private jets. There's no money. And they are still flying first class, business class. There's no money. So why don't you, in fact, I'm looking forward to that period in our country when governors are going to have to be elected based on their plan to generate income. Because currently, do you know, Nigeria is such a very, our country is such, is designed not to grow. I think the system is designed to ensure there's no productivity. Do you know a governor of a state in Nigeria can sleep and wake up May 1 to May 30th? Do nothing. Just sleep, wake up, eat, watch movie, sleep, wake up, eat, watch movie. At the end of the month, he will still be able to pay salary without doing any work. Without doing any work. Why? Finibutu federalism. He will send his commissioner of finance to Abuja to go and collect the money. So it's like a graduate that leaves school, that finished from NYSC, looking, he want to take care of himself. He needs to survive, but he wake up and sleep every day, watching movie, doing nothing. Of course, he will die of hunger. That's exactly the structure we have in our country. That's why the country is like this. There are numerous incentives for exporters in the state of, in Nigerian state. Numerous incentives. There's export create opportunity to maximize the indigenous of the state abroad. Export help in poverty eradication in the state. Export can make a state quit the league of state depending on wasting assets like oil. Export can help to revive the economy of the state. Export can slow down rural-urban migration in the state. Export can help the businesses to enjoy tax-free opportunity for exporter in the state. Export can help the state, the big company in the state to utilize their idle capacity. It can make the state become viable. I serve in Jigawa State. That's one of the states they say is not viable. And I've maintained that I don't believe it. Jigawa that I served in, I served in Birnin Kudu in Jigawa. And you're telling me Jigawa is not viable? That's not true. I know that state very well. I travel around the state. I went to different parts of the state. I know that state is viable. I know they just have a very bad manager. And currently the governor of the state, that's my second, I call it my second state. I love the state a lot. Very interesting people. The governor of the state is the chairman of the National Committee on Export Program, something like that. NCEP. That's the governor of that state. That state is one of the major producers of sesame seed in Nigeria. And I'm told that state is not viable. I don't believe it. It's not true. The state is viable. They just have a manager that cannot see the resources of the state and maximize it. And we apply this to all the states in Nigeria in this series. So the day we talk about your state, you let me know if it's your state we are talking about. I will ask, who is from Abia here today? Who is from Adamawa today? Who is from Akwa Ibom? So you can see, maybe you can begin to send the video to your people in your state. You can send the link to them to watch and let it be a subject of debate as we go into the new general election next year. So I don't believe any state that have human resources, even if it doesn't have natural resources. If you have human resources, the only important national resources a state needs is human resources. That's the only important national resources it needs. That's the only important natural resources it needs. With only human resources, any state can buy it. Because human being there means there will be consumption. How do you tell me the state is not viable when the human being have to survive? When they can create products and services? Wealth creation for Nigerian citizens, another very good and important benefit. Wealth creation for Nigerian citizens. Wealth creation for Nigerian citizens. And then it can help us to extract the potential product found in every state. So what we will do in this series is to extract the potential of product found in every state in Nigeria. We're going to extract that. We're going to demonstrate it. I'm going to show you a snippet of it today, and we're going to improve on that next week. I'm going to show you a snippet of it today, and we're going to improve on that next week. We're going to improve on that next week. Then yearn for more improvement because of competition. That's one of the beauty of export. An export can help us to zero in on the strength of every state in this dear country of ours. I believe that Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. And I believe that with all the fiber of my body, all the cells in my body. I believe that Nigerian states are billionaires in dollars. The only challenge we have are bad managers who are devoid of ideas, who are so incompetent, who only come in to come and enjoy the national cake and share the money, share the money, share the money, share the money. Let me start today by talking about the RT200FS program of CBN. That's one of the things I want to talk about today. The RT200FS program of CBN. This is a very laudable initiative of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The RT200FS program is a set of policy plan and program of non-oil exports that will enable the CBN to attain $200 billion in foreign exchange repatriation in the next 3 to 5 years. Here are some of the questions I will be answering to explain this audacious goal of CBN. What is the policy all about? RT200FS. The policy is to generate more foreign exchange. Who is it meant for? The policy is meant for non-oil exporters. Why is the policy necessary? It's necessary to boost our foreign reserve. We don't want to find ourselves in a situation where Sri Lanka currently and even Pakistan and a number of other countries around the world find themselves. Why is it necessary to boost our foreign reserve? When will it start? It has started already. It has started already. It has started already. Which of the sector does it apply? It applies to the export subsector. Not all the exports. It's not crude. It's not minerals. It's mainly subsector of export that is agri. Where in the export subsector, agri export, how will exporter benefit? Through export of processed agro products. Processed agro products. Now, there are 5 anchors according to Central Bank of Nigeria. Value adding export facility, anchor 1. Non-oil export commodity expansion facility, anchor 2. Non-oil export rebate scheme, anchor 3. Dedicated non-oil export terminal, anchor 4. Biannual non-oil export summit, anchor 5. Now, anchor 1, value adding export facility. This will provide concessionary long-term funding for business people who are interested in expanding existing plant or building a new one. So if you are interested in processing and you want to build a plant and you are looking for support to build a processing plant, Central Bank of Nigeria have a facility for you. Non-oil commodity expansion facility. This facility will also be concessionary facility designed to significantly boost local production and petroleum commodity. This facility is to support those that want to grow. They want to grow agro commodities. So one is for those that want to process, one is for those that want to grow the raw materials. One is for those that want to process, and one is for those that want to grow the raw materials. Then there's a rebate. CBN says if you export and you repatriate, you will get 65 naira to $1. If you bring in $1,000, you will get 65,000 naira. If you bring in $10,000, you will get 650,000 naira. If you bring in $100,000, you will get 6.5 million naira. CBN says so, and they have disbursed the first tranche of 3-point-something billion to the first set of beneficiaries of this program 2 weeks ago. So CBN is really very serious. Then there will be dedicated export terminal built to be able to ensure that there is no delays, particularly outside of Lagos. And CBN also plan to do biannual export summit. Biannual export summit. The first edition will be holding in the month of May. It's supposed to be in April, but it was postponed to May. What is the implication for exporters? Exporters of commodity need to consider forward integration. Exporters of commodity need to consider forward integration in order to benefit from the value-adding export facility. Agro-processors need to partner with farmers as off-taker to help them access the non-oil export commodity expansion facility. Intended and existing exporters need to begin to consider value addition in order to access value-adding export facility. Intending and existing exporters need to get foreign partners in a build, operate, and transfer arrangement to access value-adding export facility in order to build agro-processing plant. The non-oil export FS rebate scheme provide opportunity for intended and existing exporters to generate additional income. The value-added export facility also provide opportunity for private businesses, NGO, and state government to build a share facility for SME to process and package agro commodities. Look at what CBN governor said to importers and to bankers. He said, I said to them at the meeting that the era is coming to an end when your customer has a demand for 200 million and you move all the requests to central bank. Before or about the end of this year, we will tell them, don't come to the central bank for foreign exchange again. Go and generate your foreign export proceeds. Fund people who want to generate export proceeds. When they come in, you can sell it to your customer that want $200 million. Maybe when we see the record of export proceeds you have generated, we will give you 10% of it. So you must go and join the race to build your foreign exchange from your export customer to fund your import customer, he said. This means importer will have to work harder in order to get foreign exchange from 2023. This means that there might be an initial increase in parallel market rates, and this will mean many importers' products might not be competitive. This means most importers will lose market share, while a few will gain market share. Those that will lose market share are those that do nothing. Those that will gain market share are those that do something to generate foreign exchange by themselves. This is a wake-up call for all importers to become exporters of their own manufactured goods or commodities. Importers need to form an alliance with exporters in different funding arrangements in order to source for foreign exchange. In order to source for foreign exchange. We'll go on a short break. When we come back,
are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Pivot to Go Global. A scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order a 50% discount, call 080-912-44449.
All right. Now, let's look at the present situation of Nigeria to demonstrate why going into considering export becomes highly imperative because of desperate need for job creation. In Nigeria, as of 2010, population 159, 2020, population 206. In 2010, how many Nigerians were fully employed? 51 million. There has been almost 30% growth in the population of this country, 30% growth. But there has been about 40% decline in unemployment from 51.2 million in 2010 people that have job to 30.6 in 2020, according to National Bureau of Statistics data. In this country, where do we really give loan to? You can see oil and gas, manufacturing, general, government, insurance, trade and commerce. Can you see trade and commerce? And agri. 6.59, 5.15. Information and the trade and commerce is more of import. I was at an event last 2 days ago and yesterday, the National Export Conference in Abuja, and it was confirmed, I think by the MD of Nexim Bank, that only about 1% of loans in Nigeria go to export. Only about 1% of loans go to export. Where do we have the most unemployment in Nigeria? South, South, and Southwest. Where do we have the least unemployment? Northeast. This is still baffling. A lot of people have contested this figure, that not where there is so much joblessness is having unemployment. It's either because the population is lower, even the population is painted to be higher, or something is wrong with the data. What do we import the most? PMS. 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 Top contributor to Nigerian economy. Top contributor to Nigerian economy from 2015 to 2020. Agric, trade, agric, trade, agric, trade. But you know what? Agric is being supported, but trade on the export is not getting the required attention. The new ED now seems to be very serious. He said exporting is a must. So whatever support that needs to be given will be given to support export. So what do we export? First of all, what are the exportable products from Nigeria? First of all, exportable product from Nigeria. Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava, first largest producer of yam, 14th largest producer of maize, 12th largest producer of rice, 4th largest producer of palm oil, 4th vegetable, 2nd sorghum, 11th potato, 4th peanut, 8th pineapple, 5th millet, 11th mango, 6th pawpaw, 14th soya beans, 3rd ginger, cocoa 4th, rubber 13th, and cashew nuts 12th. Producer. And from the screen, you can see what Lagos State is producing in Southwest. See what Ekiti is producing. You can see what Oyo is producing. You can see what Osun is producing. You can see what Ondo is producing. You can see what Ogun is producing. These are the things we are going to be dwelling upon as we move on in this series of AfCFTA seminar. From Southeast, see what Anambra is producing. See what Enugu is producing. How about Imo? A lot of things being produced. Then Abia, see what they are producing. And then Ebonyi State. If you move on to South, see what Akwa Ibom is producing. Then Cross River. Then Delta. Then Edo. See what Rivers is producing and see what Bayelsa is producing. If you go to Northeast, from Adamawa, you can see all the states are richly blessed. And this is just agri. We are going to move to minerals soon. I'm going to show you minerals. So you see that this thing is not just in agri, it also involves minerals. Bauchi, see Gombe, Borno State, Taraba State, Yobe State. On the screen, you can see all that they are producing. Every state in Nigeria is blessed. You will notice no state in Nigeria lacks exportable products. Northwest again, Kaduna, can you see? Katsina, can you see? Kano, can you see? Kebbi, can you see? Sokoto, Jigawa, and Zamfara State. Then North Central, from Benue to Kogi, to Kwara, to Nasarawa, to Niger, to Plateau, to FCT in Abuja. See all that these are producing. Every state in Nigeria. Let's move to solid minerals. Look at solid minerals. Look at solid minerals. From barite to gypsum to kaolin to marble to feldspar to mica to gold to coal to iron to lead to zinc to lithium to tantalite to silver to bitumen. Let's go by state. Southwest. Southwest have minerals from Lagos to Ekiti to Oyo to Osun to Ondo and Ogun State. Even Southeast have minerals from Anambra to Enugu to Imo to Abia to Ebonyi State. Even in South, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, apart from the minerals of oil, see other minerals, Delta, Edo, Rivers, and Bayelsa. How about Northeast? Adamawa, see Bauchi. Can you see how much minerals in Bauchi alone? You know, sometimes when the northern states are looking at the oil, I'm just asking myself, is it that they want the oil to finish before they concentrate on what they have, or they don't even know they have it, or they don't even know how to go about it? Many questions begging for answer. You just imagine Adamawa alone. See Cross River also. Cross River. See Cross River. Borno, see Borno, Gombe, see Taraba, and Yobe. In the northwest, can you see Kaduna? Can you see Katsina, Kano, Kebbi, Plateau, Kebbi, Sokoto, Jigawa, and Zamfara. And then North Central, Benue, Kogi, Kwara, Nasarawa, Niger, Plateau, and FCT Abuja. This is what.
Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Pivot to Go Global, a scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order a 53% discount, call 080-912-44449.
All right. Still talking about different potential states. Here is the map. Cowpea. Can you see cowpea? With heavy production in Borno State, Zamfara State, Yobe, Kano, Sokoto. Heavy production in the north, beans. Heavy production in the north. You know, I tell people that I strongly believe northern Nigeria is the most blessed part of this country. They've not just have good managers of the resources in those parts of the country to harness it. These are exportable products. Look at the next one. Cashew nut. See all the places cashew nut are grown? Can you see now it's on the southwest, or you're in the north central, Kwara. In the southwest, you have Ogun, Oyo, Oshun, Ondo, Ekiti. In the north central, you have Kwara, Kogi, FCT. You can see Benue, even Ebonyi, Enugu in southeast, and sparsely in the north, but mainly in the south. These are exportable commodities. Exportable commodities. Look at cassava production. You will notice cassava production is almost most part of Nigeria. Heavily produced in the south, from Ogun State to Ondo State to Kogi State to all the southeastern states and even the north central states. Heavy production of cassava. Again, look at the production of cocoa. You can see heavily concentrated in southwest, south, and in north central, some part of north central, but mainly in southwest. But a number of states in the north also produce cocoa, only that is very small. Look at another product, maize. Who are the heavy producers? Niger, Katsina, FCT, Plateau, Taraba, Adamawa. Who are the medium producers? Oyo, Kwara, Nasarawa, Bauchi, Gombe, Borno. Who are the medium producers? Benue, Kogi, Ekiti, Oshun. And low producer in southeast, and of course, in south-south. How about ginger? Major producer is Kaduna, followed by Niger, followed by Benue, followed by Ebonyi State, then Taraba, then Kano, and then Borno State. So you will notice something. You know, remember today's introduction and preamble, just educating ourselves on what Nigeria, the map of Nigeria, showing what Nigeria is capable of producing. See rubber, just see rubber. See rubber now. South, Ogun, Ondo, Edo, Delta. See rubber. Mainly concentrated in the south. How about sorghum? Sorghum. The green area are the major producer of sorghum. Kaduna, FCT, Plateau, and Benue. The blue area are the next. Taraba, Adamawa, Nasarawa, Kogi, Kwara, Osun, Kebbi. Interesting stuff, right? There is still more. Soya beans. Just see soya beans. See soya beans. With Benue being the largest producer. Benue being the largest producer. And lastly today, can you see on your screen? You know, when you look at all that happened in Nigeria in terms of opportunity available, these are things that keep hope alive. That all we need is a good manager, and we'll probably be able to move ahead and raise our shoulder high among the committee of nations. From next week, I'm going to talk about some additional information introduction, and from upper week, I will start discussing Abia State. Here are the products with potential under AfCFTA that Nigeria is capable of producing: petrol cars, crude oil, wheat, drug rice, potato, raw sugar, insulated wire, rubber footwear, pesticide, coal briquette, raw sugar, scented mixture, iron pipe, cement, soya beans oil, Nigerian fertilizer, non-knit women's suit, plastic pipe, seat, toilet paper, frozen bovine, beauty product, hard liquor, dry legumes, seed, baked goods, flavored water, sauce and seasoning, chocolate, beer, armored vehicle, glass bottle, migraine, edible offer, antibiotic, butter, soup, broth, fake air, dental products, sorghum, cocoa. These are all products Nigeria currently produce in different states of this country. But with enormous potential for sale under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. We're going to be going through all these states. And like I said, we're going to go through many states in Nigeria. All the states, actually. And like I said, we'll go through them one by one. We're going to now look deeper into what they produce. We're going to look at all the local government in the state, the political structure, the economy of the state, the level of debt of the state, the GDP of the state, but more importantly, the opportunity available in the state to be able to make money through export business.
Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Built to Go Global. A scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order at 50% discount, call 080-912-44449.
All right. The book is now available for pickup. Place your order. This book is devoid of technical jargons. Basically help you to lay solid foundation for getting ready to do a successful and sustainable export business. And if you're a banker, this gives you opportunity to be able to ask the right question from your customer and basically consult for the customer in helping the customer solve critical and important problems before they get started on the export journey. If you want to have access to the recorded video of today on YouTube, visit our YouTube channel, Voice of African Trade. Just search for Voice of African Trade. You get to see the video on this video on the YouTube channel. Remember, you can also join us on Telegram channel to have access to the link of previous edition of this program. Sorry, the link of the next edition of this program so that you can be able to avoid missing out as we bring another edition to you next week. Remember, we're starting a new series with the debut today, and this is exploring the potential of Nigerian state. Exploring the potential of Nigerian state under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement.
I'm here today again to talk about this book, Built to Go Global. The book Built to Go Global is a very important book for all entrepreneurs and aspiring business people, particularly those who are going for retirement, that would like to do entrepreneurship or produce products that they would like to sell in the international market. So today I'm coming to talk to you on the 30 reasons why you need a book Built to Go Global as an entrepreneur. If you are looking for market to sell your product abroad, then you will love this book, Built to Go Global. You will find it difficult to get buyers abroad, then you will love this book, Built to Go Global. If you like a book full of stories about, to drive home the point rather, of the message that is being passed across in the book, then you will like this book, Built to Go Global, because the book is full of stories and case studies. If you are looking for why many business people drop out of export business, then you will love this book. Then you will love this book. If you want to build a successful business in export, then you will love this book. If you want to build a sustainable export business, then you will love this book. If you want to know if you are ready for the export market, because the challenge of readiness is a big deal in export business, then you will love this book. If you want to know if you are ready, that's examining yourself to know if your business and your service is ready for export market, then you will love this book. What are you still waiting for? Grab your copy now. If you want to avoid dropping out of export business, then you need to get a copy of this. If you are looking for how to get a partner abroad to support your export business, then you need to get a copy of this. If you are looking for export market with high demand for your product, then you need to get a copy of this. If you want to know the challenges of doing business abroad and how to avoid them, then you will love this book. If you are looking for a template to follow to minimize your error rate in export business, then you will love this book. If you are looking for how to know your customers, we call them the 6W of customers in the export market, how to know your customers or consumers in the export market, then you will love this book. If you are looking for how to boost your capacity to meet export market demand, then you need to get a copy of this. If you are looking for how to mitigate payment risk, then you need to get a copy of this book. That's payment trick in export business. Then you get a copy of this book. If you want to know why business owners, the promoters, fail in export business, then you need to get a copy of this book. If you want your product to be found in big stores like Tesco, like Tilbury, like Walmart, in markets around the world, then you will love this book. What are you still waiting for? Grab your copy now. If you want to build a global brand, then you love this book. If you want to generate foreign exchange, maybe as an importer or as an exporter, because a number of importers and exporters are having big challenge right now, particularly in Africa, in Nigeria in particular. If you want to generate foreign exchange to fund your import business, then you will love this. If you are looking for a checklist to validate your readiness for export business, then you will love this. If you are looking for how to effectively price your product in a competitive manner, then you will love this. If you want to know the area of capacity building that your business needs to be able to do export business successfully, then you will love this. If you want to know the signs and symptoms of a business that is not export ready, then you need to get a copy of this. If you want to enjoy the government incentive as far as export business is concerned, then you need to get this. If you want to gain market share in market abroad for your product, then you will love this book. If you want to know the benefit of selling your product abroad, then you will love this book. If you are thinking of exporting after retirement, then you need to get a copy of this book. If you want to learn why some businesses fail in export business, then you need to get a copy of this book. If you want to know the reason for high mortality rate in export business, particularly in developing countries, then you need to get a copy of this book. What are you still waiting for? Grab your copy now.
All right. Thank you very much. See you next week, and bye for now.